perhaps most importantly, the strength of your character and spirit. That is what truly makes a hero.
Hello and welcome to another special episode of Superhero Club, your go-to show for all things comic book inspired on Prime Video. I'm your host Stephanie Williams, and before we get too far in, if you want more superhero content like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Today we are highlighting the invincible character Black Samson, a man with the heart of a leader, with or without his powers. First, we'll dive into some of his comic history, but we are only going to cover what's in Invincible Volume 1. Then we'll get into the Black Samson we've been introduced to in the Prime Video TV animated series adaptation of Invincible. Black Samson, real name Marcus Grimshaw, made his comic book debut in Invincible number 6. Although he only appears in one page in the issue, a good amount of information is given about his character. Samson contacts Art, the same tailor who made Invincible's suit, to give him an update on the power suit he asked the man to make for him. When we meet Samson, he is desperate because he lost his powers and as a result, his membership with the Guardians of the Globe. When Samson appears again in Invincible number 8, he is lucky to be alive since he was let go by the Guardians before they were murdered by Omni-Man. He is in attendance for their funeral when his butler Sanford appears to exact revenge on the Guardians for letting Samson go. This makes Samson a prime suspect in their deaths, but he had an alibi of depression because he hadn't left his home in over 2 weeks, which also included the time period in which the Guardians were murdered. Although he probably didn't want to regain his membership this way, Samson is part of the new recruits for the Guardians led by Robot. In one of his first moments back in action with his new power suit, Samson is nearly beaten to death in issue number 16 when he shows up with the rest of the Guardians to help Invincible and Titan fight against Machine Head and his bad guys. Samson is severely injured by Battle Beast and left comatose. Outside of a brief appearance in issue 21, in which he is just there still comatose in the hospital bed, Samson isn't back in action until issue 27. He makes one heck of an epic comeback, appearing in boxers to help the Guardians defeat the cosmic villain known as Omnipotus. And of course, everyone is surprised to see him, but happy nonetheless. Once he woke from his coma, his powers returned to him, greatly augmented and better than ever. In the next issue, number 28, more context is provided for the return of Samson's powers, leading to a moment of vulnerability from Immortal. Immortal went to visit Black Samson after their battle with Omnipotus. Immortal asks Samson how he is feeling, and in response, Samson tells Immortal how his near-death experience caused him to regain his powers and the coma caused his powers to overcharge. He then went on to say that his powers returned and he was just back to normal. When Immortal said he was glad that Samson was back, Samson argued that Immortal didn't really care, citing that Immortal never visited him while he was comatose. Immortal doesn't argue that point and then goes into the why of it all. He goes on to say that his long lifespan has made him distant from people, as he would get attached to people and then they would die. After his wife Grace, he let no one get close to him. Immortal then admits he regrets not getting close to the original Guardians now that he and Samson are the last remaining ones. The remaining issues of Volume 1 of Invincible with Samson is more or less him just being part of the team and showing up for missions when they have them. So for now, we'll put a pin in the comic deep dive and move on to the Samson and the Invincible animated series on Prime Video. In the Invincible animated series, there isn't much change to Black Samson's character. His name is still Marcus Grimshaw, but we don't see him all depressed after losing his powers and being let go by the Guardians. Also, there is no butler named Sanford who wants to get revenge on his behalf by stealing his power suit. Instead, Samson makes his debut in Season 1, Episode 3 as a potential recruit for the new Guardians of the Globe team. He takes on Throbo, who manages to disable Samson's jetpack with her electric powers. As a result, Samson relies on his experience in hand-to-hand combat by knocking her off her feet with one punch. But Samson isn't just there to show off his fighting expertise. He also demonstrates his character when he offers her a hand up and she accepts it. Samson is a leader at heart and only wants what is best for his teammates and the people they are supposed to try and keep safe. Samson is dubbed a member of the new Guardian team and takes issue with Rex, who believes he shouldn't be a member because he doesn't have powers. And he also takes issue with Robot citing the team needs someone they can look in the eye and not see ones and zeros. Samson does not miss his words when stating he'd make a better leader than Robot. In the Guardians' first mission as a team, they take on the Lizard League and are successful. They celebrate their victory, but Samson and Robot spoil everyone's fun. Samson berates the Guardians for allowing people to be hospitalized because they didn't fight as a team, and as a result, bystanders were hurt. Samson then makes them rewatch the fight and lectures them on what they could have done to better save lives. Just like in the comics, Samson is nearly beaten to death again by Battle Beast when the team shows up to help Invincible and Titan fight against Machine Head. But this time around, Samson isn't down for long. While doctors try to restart his heart, Samson's powers seem to recharge with the suit, making his heart beat again. After this, Samson's entire demeanor changes and he isn't so grumpy around the team, even Rex, once his powers return. After that, Samson is the one to order the Guardians to go into the city to help aid civilians while Invincible was getting the beatdown of his life at the hands of his father. And then, he finally has a moment with Rex and the rest of the Guardians that results in him dubbing them a team now. Hopefully, we'll see more of Samson and his return powers in the upcoming Season 2 of Invincible. Alright, and this concludes this deep dive character session of Superhero Club. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm your host Stephanie Williams. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more episodes of Superhero Club. Remember, you can check out Invincible Season 1 right now on Prime Video.